The man had carried out the operation in response to calls to target countries of the coalition that fight the Islamic State. Earlier, the German regional minister had said that the man had pledged allegiance to the Islamic State group. Have a listen.
On the bomber's mobile phone, there is a corresponding video of the perpetrator issuing an attack threat in Arabic, for which we have now received a first translation from an interpreter. According to this, he pledges, in the name of Allah, his allegiance to the well-known Islamic leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, and expressly announces an act of revenge against the Germans because they are standing in the way of Islam and as retribution for the killing of Muslims.
Well, earlier we spoke to our correspondent in Berlin about what had been announced.
Police searched through the apartment where this 27-year-old Syrian man had been living and found a laptop computer on which were jihadist videos as well as information on how to build bombs. This young man blew himself up with what is said to be by local police to have been a nail bomb shortly after 10 p.m. last night. So the Interior Minister of Bavaria, Joachim Herrmann, spoke this afternoon and said that this latest evidence certainly adds weight to early suspicions that there was an Islamist motive behind this attack. However, when Thomas de Maizière, the Interior Minister of Germany, spoke just minutes ago, he said that it was too soon to completely confirm any motive for this attack, given that the investigation is still very much ongoing. But he said he didn't rule out any Islamist motive, nor did he rule out the fact that we're talking about an individual who's said to have been suffering from very severe psychological problems. De Maizière said it could have even been a mix of these two things that caused him to act. And de Maizière actually named these psychological problems and the fact that this 27-year-old Syrian man had been receiving treatment in Germany as the reason for why this man's deportation was suspended. The 27-year-old arrived in Germany 2 years ago, but he was originally registered in Bulgaria and then in Austria. He had his asylum application rejected in Germany. He was supposed to be returned to Bulgaria, but because he was undergoing medical treatment here for psychological problems, this deportation was actually suspended. De Maizière also referred in his press conference to the attack we saw yesterday in Reutlingen, where a Syrian refugee attacked and killed a Polish woman and injured other people. And he said he understood that Germans, in the wake of these spate of attacks, were understandably very concerned, but he reassured them that the German authorities are doing absolutely everything they can to keep citizens of this country safe, and saying that when it came to these two individual perpetrators who were in these two most recent attacks, he said that German authorities had no idea that these people were potentially dangerous.